Why is YouTube not working? Well, it's fine. Well, not it's working. It's working. I wonder when the first day will be that somebody actually watches this on YouTube. 6K, wait, RPS? Rotations per second? Yeah, just you go and try to match the power of PHP. Good luck. Good luck. Well, it's a good standard to hold yourself accountable to. I'm not stopping you. It's a worthy goal to try to match the beauty and brilliance of PHP. Huh. Yeah, I've been thinking about something similar for my templating. To have just all the, maybe I told you that before, but so the idea was just to have one big blob and then have a map file that tells me where the templating parts or the fragments are in that big blob, so that I could deliver that in one fell swoop. What would this do if I... Ooh, nice. That is nice. See, this is what I was worrying about. This is not working. So we have scope and props. I don't like this. I don't like this. I mean, I could switch this to be ungreedy, but that doesn't really work either. Then just the other one fails. And the other one fails. So this is literally not working. How do I want these to be? Could also do something like pipe, and then we could say this is oh wait, now I have to escape it. So this could work. It just looks awful. That's the problem. Kind of don't like it. If I take this out, it fails. Why? Shouldn't it match this 0 times? Yeah, regex is amazing. Like, this is one of the skills that if you have a developer who tells you I don't need to I don't need to learn regular expressions because we have all these other tools, and regex is kind of weird, and I don't get the syntax or some things like, bro, that's a red flag. Because it's not that hard. And if you don't know regex, the amount of hoops you are willing to jump through to get the same functionality as regex is amazing. Well, it isn't an art, I guess. Well, that's true. You do get better at it, but it's like to get 95% of the power of regex. It's like you can learn that in 2 or 3 days, and it's fine. It's fine. Would I have to do this then? Hang on. Now this works. Well, maybe I like this after all. Let's see if we get a case of what. Yeah, well, yeah. I guess so. How do I want this to be? Also, I was banking on the ordering being correct. Not sure whether that's a good idea. And the other thing I could do is I could also turn this just into straight up JSON. Maybe that's what I want to do. Because in a way, it kind of doesn't matter that much. Because everything that's happening in here is compile time stuff. Where taking like a fraction of a millisecond to parse JSON that is just, I don't know, 5 properties and 2 scope variables isn't that hard. So in that case, what I would have here is, what would that be? How would we attach that? And the funniest thing is that we could also do something like, this could be like a scope, which I already have in the make targets. So this could be something like scope equals, and then we have props, and then an array, and then vars, and then an array. This would be like 1, 2. The vars would be 1. So let's try to parse this, because I don't like this. It's kind of unnecessary. But I mean, this is in a way what I've been thinking about as well, is whether these could be literal make targets, the expressions themselves. Then you could cache them too. You would just have to use the regular caching, and it could have dependencies in a way. But yeah, not quite sure yet. But literally, expressions right now do have prerequisites. So maybe I can fold them in. What are you doing? All right. Yeah, I guess so. There's one thing I saw recently that you might want to check out. It's called Temple. Just seeing your code kind of felt similar. They also do this in Go. And they kind of do something similar that I do. They also are big on static rendering. But I don't think they have like the hypermake part of this. And what's the big flaw? Yeah, that is nice, that's true. So you mean stepping in and out of template and code blocks. So you could have a straight template, then a code block, and then a template within that, and a code block within that, so nested basically, yeah. That is helpful. Ooh, why would you do that? Why do you make this indentation based? Isn't that the thing that everybody learned from Python, that you don't want to do that? I thought that was like universally accepted to be one of the bigger pains in Python to begin with. And I mean, the most Python programmers don't really care, because they're already used to so many degeneracies that it's fine. But white space, ooh. Even just dealing with white space is a pain. Which is why I just factor everything out, it's fine. Probably not, I guess. Session handling. What is the session handling? Oh, this one. See, my problem with stuff like this is that I don't like having all this business logic in a simple request. That's usually something that you want the web server to handle. But if it's integrated, then it might make more sense. It's just that I'm not used to it. Like, the problem usually is that you accumulate a lot of the same business logic for every single request. And like, if you have a more complex backend, then you would have like authentication and routing concerns that are cross-cutting everything else. And how do you deal with that? In my case, I just usually do it in the web server itself, so that the template itself doesn't need to deal with all these things. So if you had something like, if you had a generalized backend page type that would always do the authentication for you and set up the database connections and stuff, that's usually what you want there. Yeah, that is true. I mean, like if you look at something like Swelter, not Swelterflow. What's the Swelter side? There they have the examples. That you kind of always have a script block on top, and that defines your business logic. Except take the tutorial. Yeah, but it's also my least favorite part of all of this, because developing in Svelte means that you have these huge script blocks on top of your pages, and mostly what they do is basic data logic and also the basic JavaScript that you would be doing anyhow. So it's kind of like inline styles. The fact that you can have inline styles up here that get compiled in some weird fashion. Well, that is true. This is why I chose this in over React. Yeah. But I still think that this is kind of too much noise. I don't want this to be always a problem. Especially because there is some magic going on with reactivity that I have come to greatly dislike. And I would like to have the framework take care of that for me, because I usually just do the same thing everywhere. Yeah, it does. And you can also make it, if the page is entirely static, you can get it to a point where it compiles that into a static output. So that's fine. It's just that most of the time, if you're building a more complex application, you are way into the data-oriented part. A lot of the data-oriented part has to happen in the script block, so it's localized to the page. Or you have to factor it out into a different module, and then you might have as well just done that from the get-go. At least my experience has been that the script block has grown in complexity, and the challenge that you usually run into are what happens with the stuff that is the same across all pages, like accessing data storage and modifying data. And I would rather, there are probably like 16 libraries that do that for you. And I couldn't be bothered to do that myself. And I do not need cheap viewers. Did you ever realize that none of these advertise expensive viewers? All they want to give you is the opposite of quality. I want the quality. Where can I get that? And didn't Twitch crack down on view botting? Are they even able to? Yes, you are my most expensive viewer, but aren't they taking care of all the bots right now on Twitch? I thought everybody had huge drops in viewership. So maybe everybody will be on my level very soon, huh? Yeah, probably. They probably have to do that to please the advertisers and stuff, because they figured out that, we are not getting quality in our advertisement audience. It seems that at some point everybody is doomed to figure out that if you care about quality, or if you care about results, then you need to care about quality. So, yeah. Also, the viewer count has never been accurate for me. It's kind of strange. It's showing me 3 right now, but it's just 2, and it's weird. Yeah, probably. So do I like this? Because I don't know. I kind of like having more functionality in here. So that part is fine. Cloudflare versus Vercel? No, did not see that. Isn't Vercel like, if AWS is not expensive enough for you and you want to pay 100 times more for what is already way overpriced, then you need Vercel. Triangle Man. What? Yeah. Look, I was even correct. It cannot be cheaper than AWS, and AWS is already way overpriced. Triangle Man. It's the Trumpification of public discourse. Everybody needs a snappy nickname. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You do not want to be a AWS engineer. Oh look, Levels is in this too. Obviously he is. Oh yeah, right, and Vercel is also this customized Next.js login thing. Or was Next.js a Vercel project? Is playing... I don't know. That's a good question. Probably is, huh? Let's see. Oh, it is. We are now ding dong, and we are going to join the game. He's very good at making money. You have a Cyber Pink. See, now I'm... he already got me to want to play this game, so now I have to bite the bullet and start up Google Chrome, I think. Let's see here. It's this one. Kind of a dick move to do this, like, after the loading screen. Yeah, imagine that, huh? You probably can go through, like, the entire sign-up and pay for it. And then it tells you, nope, you have to use the Google browser. Oh, it's almost 60 FPS. Oh, the sound too, Jesus. This is bad. Ooh. I can shoot. How can I climb up? We kind of can. And the frame rate tanks. Why am I stalling? Why is the moon like that? Jeez. Shoot down all the balloons. No, I'm in the floor. I can't shoot down balloons. But now the frame rate doesn't drop when I shoot. So that's a big success. Can I reload this? Okay, so... Oh, wait, I have to do like... Why do you hide it? I wanted to read that. Jesus. But this controls the rudder. Okay, I can do this. It just doesn't do mouth at the same time, right? Because why would you want it? Can I shoot the moon? This is not GTA, I guess. Whoa, look at that frame rate tanking. Oh yeah, this is vibe coding all over. It does kind of stall. She got the physics right. Yeah, I know what happened. This is why I said that. You shoot the moon. If you shoot it with the sniper rifle, I can't even hit targets. Come on. 8 FPS, 6 FPS, 4 FPS. And that's not even getting, wow, 4 FPS. Wait, if I go here it's slow and there it's getting fast again. If I look at the mountains. And of course I got the law. Look at the clouds, they're like... The shading is inverted somehow, weirdly. And why are there stars? Why can I see stars? Doesn't make sense. Look at how many shots I have to get off to get one balloon. It's like you have to be way close to even hit it. Yeah, but this is not 60 FPS gameplay. When I was going to nighttime, and I don't see anybody else, you know. It's well, there's advertisement. Oh look, there's even Saturn without rings. Look at that. I can shrink down Saturn by just looking at it. If I fly to Saturn, then the Viperverse portal. Yeah, he's render shy. Oh no, it kind of works. If you get closer to Saturn, which you couldn't be at that rate, but anyhow. It also pitches down when you shoot. And I'm at 3 FPS, even though I literally only look at Saturn. Maybe Saturn is the render issue. Disconnected from server? What is this? I think so too, yeah. Probably. As it goes with projects that could never have made money. Can I go through the Viperverse portal? Oh yeah, no, he isn't giving back that money. Come on. Ooh. Press space to turn your rocket on or off. Oh, I have a rocket now. That can't... Oh, this is bad. Did you notice that he doesn't show the FPS for this? The rocket is even way slow. Can I? Oh, can't. No. No, we missed the Viperverse portal. If this is the future, then we are doomed. Because I'm now at a not found. Yeah, it's a redirect, but the redirect doesn't work because the URL is broken. Sad. It is a redirect that is broken. So the problem that we have is on the HTTP level, basically. in theory it's all great, and in reality it's 4 FPS. And then it's abandoned because it can never be anything but 4 FPS. So we're going to pass this now. We just need one block that might be there, and it's going to be scope. Scope equals, and then we'll have JSON. So JSON has records, and it has quotes, and it has colons and commas. What else do we have? White space, underscores, dots. This should kind of catch it, shouldn't it? Go equal, square brackets too. But you have to escape them. What else did I miss? Why isn't this matching? Do you have to escape this one as well? So if I had anything in here, then it would match. I'm still missing something. Does the W catch white space? It should, right? Whoop. Maybe I have to make it explicit though. Oh, this is the one. Right. You also need horizontal white space. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this because it's kind of the same as what I'm doing for the targets. And this also means that this will match, right? No, hang on. This, yeah. Okay, this is the new master regex then. And to do this here, we have to do what? Oh, let's also open the windows for some air. Because it's Sunday and it's nice and quiet outside. Except for that one car. I'm at 23.5, so yeah, it needs to be more cold, definitely. Yeah, it's like a sauna here. This is why I have this shirt here, you know, because I'm dripping. For these, I kind of don't need to combine them, right? Let's just call this. Wait, I do have a scope. No, that's my crow. I'm the Crow King. The two most common birds we have that are loud here are either crows or magpies. And they sometimes fight, and that's loud. Yes, they do. Do you know one of the funniest things about the German tax system is that the official German software to file your taxes is called Elster. And Elster is the German word for magpie. So they named the software where you have to pay your taxes to the state literally after the bird that steals jewelry. If that's not socialism, then I don't know what is, See, it's only in German and in Spanish. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Usually you just use software for that. And it's not good software. It's bad software. They don't have a proper API that you can just send stuff to. You have to have a whole dance of nonsense. And nobody... It's even the case that there is no... right, no, it doesn't do that. It doesn't help you get less taxes. But to produce software for the Elster interface, that is only available to proprietary vendors. So there is literally no open source software because that's by design. And yeah, make of that what you will. They closed down the public APIs. Okay, so we did not want this here. What's the point of the software? The point of the software is that you should pay. That's all there is to it. The point of the software is that you are supposed to pay. But can you file your taxes electronically? Okay. So the bank has the interface, basically. Well, it's kind of similar to Germany then, but yeah. Yeah, they probably have all the same problems that you had on web software like 20 years ago. They're still on vogue there. Yeah, but that's the point of Canada, isn't it? Well, that's also true, I guess. Do they audit you, though? And who gets audited is the question. Because I have a feeling that there are certain sections of the populations that do not have to fear this kind of audit. What they really want is regular citizens making an honest mistake, and then you're sad. Ooh. It's nice to have things on paper. And you never know how good a job they do at protecting their files and stuff. With all the talking about big companies and government services being scammed by, I don't know, Russian hackers or something. They're not doing a good job at securing these kinds of things. And even in areas where securing them would be kind of trivial. So, yeah. Getting a little chilly now. 22 degrees. Oh, I just remembered something. I think we can't do JSON. Damn it. We can't do it. Yeah. He probably talks in an accent. Yeah. And he has a side hustle where he sells you Windows security products. But the difference to Microsoft is that he actually lives in Canada. But that's your problem now. What do I do here? So the reason why we can't do JSON in there is that in a template that we want to pass, we have to replace all these elements in a way that is argument safe. So we can't do these, for instance. Can't do it. What else could we do? We could hash the scope and reference it. That's also a problem. No, not really. We could turn it into URL, I guess. Kind of. I think that's what I'm going to do. But first we have to look at our fate and see whether we get the right provenance for this decision. So what is in the cards for us today? We already set up with an annoying 10. Because the king and the 5 are blocking us to get to the 8. So we can't drill down there unless we get the queen, which we could get. So we might do this one first. So this would now burn down. This is fine. And we can even flip it on the 7. Do you want the 1 or the 6? Because the 1 would burn, but the 6 would go with the 7. Could also get the 5 and the 6 together. Which just get us 8 and 9, which connects up to the 7 here. But then we're stuck with the 4. And the 5 is here. But 5, 6 also goes between 4, 7 here. So it smells like the right call. This also goes together when we get to the yellow jack. This feels very loose. I'm going to do this to keep the 10 open and to move the 6 over here. Then we're going to do this one. And on this, so we could now already free the 6. Have a good sleep, and see you soon. Could put this on here and then flip these on here. I think I need the 6 first. Yeah. Do I need the 16 though? I don't think so. Woo, hello. You're just in time for us to figure out my fate. No, not death. I'm trying to avoid death. We're in a tricky spot right now, though. Because I do want to get this 10 off somewhere. And I could just put it on this jack if I flip all these into the middle. But I think I'm hosed then. Kind of. I also don't have the 21 yet. And we're not getting it anytime soon. So do I want to YOLO the yellows in here? Or is that the way we are getting death? But the 16 is useless, so I think this is the right call. Well, then what? I think I can dance these into order here. So put these down, put the 10 over here, put the 5, 6 between these, and then I have the 4 that I can put on this 5. Then I'm kind of still stuck. The AFL game. What's the AFL game? Oh. I'm afraid I won't be able to make that flight, no. Barely know about German football, actually, or German soccer. I kind of don't know about Australian football at all. I'll just YOLO this. Let's see, can I make this? Because I can do this, and then flip these on here, which gives us this 4, and this 1, and we can place all these on here. Now we have 1 free slot. So that was a good YOLO. And now we're getting closer to cracking the 21 here. But you're not quite there yet. Where's the 8? Ooh. That's the 3. Oh, no, we can do this, and then this all burns. It's dicey to lose a slot that way, though. Let's first trade this one in. I guess we could flip this all on this one. Some amount of cleanup. So if you put the jack down and 3 goes and 4 through 7 go. And then we could stack all this on the 8. Kind of. But then the 7 has nowhere to go. I think that's a problem. And we can't get to this. Well, we could put this down 16 up 6 on the 5, but the king is still an issue. We're not getting through this queen. So kind of doing this move is the best plan that I have. So let's try it. Oh, we also have the king free now. That simplifies things because we can do this and this and this. Put the 7 here, 4, 6 here. Get the 3 and the... Ooh, look at that. We are winning the game. One last complication. That maybe isn't one. The queen on here, put this on here. Get the 5. So I'm not getting death. Are we getting... No. Now we can kind of decide what we want. Do we want... I think 19 is the sun and 7 is the star. I think this time I want the star. Get this all out. No, that's birds. That's pigeons outside. We have pigeons, we have magpies, and we have crows. We do one more round, and then I have to make a final call on how to format my expressions. Wait, is the ibis annoying, or why you ask me that? Ibises are kind of cute, right? Or are they like... well, doesn't like New Zealand have these cute birds that are a huge pest? Oh yeah, I guess they do look weird, huh? It does look kind of weird. The pinching. Nice. So do they steal a lot of trash then? Got the 9 on here. Could get the 11 on here. This is an easy move though. This is a configuration that could get me the fool. Well, they've adopted to human life. Adapted to human life there around. 11 goes here, obviously. The 4 is a problem. We kind of want this king to be open though, because that gives us Jack Queen, and the 10 is only slightly buried. So I think I'm going to YOLO this one. Put this over here. Oh, and then we can get this 3 off. I'm kind of leaning towards getting the 10 next here. We could also... oh, this is obvious. No, here, this one. So we're not getting the food after all. What else is open? Could place these on an 8. Oh, this is useless now. The 7 could place the 8 on the 6. It kind of works. Because then we get the 3 out. I'm not really making progress here. The 4 would... oh, we can place this on the 8 here, that's fine. Even though this 7 is kind of useless. Although, well, we could place all these on there, put these on here. Then what? Flip it around until you get the 3, I guess. Let's try that. It's here. Wait, this is the wrong. This is the wrong way around. But it's fine. Just have to do this, and then this, and then this. Put the king down, put the 4 up, get the 3. And then we can trade these in. Could put this 4 and this 5. And then we want the 10 to get this one, to get this one, to get this, and then the greens burn. Right. Yeah, do this one next. There's the 3, 3's here. We can also do all these. This over here, 10 on there. Yes, I've used Blender. I'm kind of using Blender at the moment to build a bed for my daughters. I built 2 beds for 2 daughters. We're getting the devil. Dang. How long are we going to keep chasing it? So I've, in Blender, I have to scale down. I've built a plan for building a bed, which is this one here. I'm probably going to build at some point. They keep annoying me about it. Building a bear, right. No, a bed that you can sleep in. What's it called? Is it a high bed? If it's raised above the floor? I don't know. It's Hochbett in German. Bear bed. A bed to keep them safe from bears. Because that's the other meme is, do you want to meet a man or a bear in the woods? Yeah, but they keep pestering me about finishing it. And I'm kind of getting close. I just have to make a few last decisions, and then I have to find like a wood shop that gets me these huge pillars. The one other thing I used, but that was years back, was 3ds Max. That was a while ago. And I've only rudimentary used Blender. I can, like, I know no tricks or anything that would make this efficient. I'm bad at Blender. Bunnings. I'm afraid the shipment would probably make the cost prohibitive. Probably. But I already selected one woodshop that might be able to do the job. So I'm good. But thanks for the offer. And Bunnings is a very Australian name, isn't it? Like, I could immediately tell that it was an Australian company. I don't know why though. It just feels Australian. Don't save. So, so this won't work. That's the problem. This will not work. You can't do JSON in there, sadly. I do have to find some way to implode this or something. Bunnings. Well, it's kind of one syllable, isn't it? Ooh, nice. So that's probably kind of hardware store. In German, you would say Baumarkt, but it's literally just build market, a market for building things. Wood. Give me wood. Oh, they don't have. Oh, they do have pictures. Okay. I'm getting Australian style ping times. I can't tell. Install no. A wood rectangle. Nice. Craft wood. Craft wood. A wood square rod. A wood book. It's all that feels very crafty though. Don't they have like proper wooden beams? Huh. Wood beam. See, that's more like it. A treated pine. $50 for 2 meters? Whoa. That is expensive. It's pine though. So it's not even good. That is expensive. Not as expensive as cypress though. But I'm probably going to build beds out of pine wood because it's so cheap. That is expensive though. Like for example, if I took a German Baumarkt, what's it called? Well, I had this somewhere open already. Is it Roundwood? I have all these tabs open. Oh wait, it's Fichte. What was Fichte in English again? Is this? No, this is not pine, right? Spruce. So I'm going for spruce wood. What does spruce cost here? No, I don't have spruce. Because probably of the climate, I guess. It's kind of a tough climate for wood anyhow, isn't it? Australia, I mean. You don't have these huge Nordic spruce forests. But I mean, like, where do I have, like this for instance? This is a solid beam, 80 by 80 millimeters and 3 meters long. That's like $20. And compare that to this spruce that is like 2 meters long, like $50. No, I don't want your weather. It's way too hot. Like my brain shuts off at like 25 degrees centigrade. So in Australia, I would be in a constant potato state. That's not fun. Oh, they have an AI now too. You are among the first to experience our new AI-powered assistant designed to make your DIY projects even easier. Oh, I have to sign in. Because I wanted to ask it what a woodchuck would do if a woodchuck could chuck wood. But now I can't because I don't have an account. Well, so what could we do here? We could make it more URL-like. We could say it's like props, and then this, I guess. And then we can have prop 1, and then we're gonna type today. Prop 2, and then we could have, oh no, that should be 9%. Do I want that in my life? This would be simpler. Well, it's barely 7:30, so you have a lot of time. So in here, what do we need? We no longer need these or this. 3:30. Wait, but PM or AM? It would be PM, right? No white space. Do we need dots? I don't think so. Yeah, PM. Oh yeah. We went to a birthday party on Friday, and we stayed, I think, until 11 or something. It was way late for me. Only got up at 6, and even today I only got up like 5:30, which is why this stream is so late. Nice one. No, you were the in-laws. The wife of my wife's brother had birthday. And we had a big barbecue. The bakery? Wait. Of course I'm still going to the bakery. You bring up old law. Oh, look, it's the 7:30 clock. Bell ringing. It's morning now. Get ready for church. What characters am I missing here? Yeah, it is real. As are the cars. But every Sunday morning at 7:30 the bell ring to get you ready for church. And it rings every hour and every half and quarter hour. And this would be the Catholic church nearby. Oh, the equal sign is still missing. This is not working. Okay. Now it's fine. No, it's fine. We can do this. And isn't there even like a... yeah. And the query passed, but I can build a query, right? Right. Can this also pass arrays is the question. Nice. This is nice. We can do this here. We can just pass the string. It's getting cold now. So this is neat. This is neat. I should do this, I think. Can I also do the reverse? Kind of convert an array to this like this. HTTP build query. Neat. That's nice. So that is something we can use then. We could just simply make this into an array, which we would call query. And query would be this. And if we have scope files, we would do scope, I guess. Vars. Literally, this is just the array. And then we'll do this. We'll do props. So scope props. And then we could do if not empty the inline scope. And then no wait, if not empty query. And the inline scope would be, do you have this, yeah, would be question mark, and then HTTP build query. Oh look, it found it. The AI was helpful. I do have to be right back too, though. Ah, much better. And was it good? Because mine was a huge relief. Ah, okay. Thought you also had to hit the loop. So this would be fine now. Can we can go there. Oh, see, was only slightly off then. I think I also didn't start the server yet, didn't I? Yeah. Stop the NNX. And then boot. And then start this. Clear the errors and then oh, look. Nice. Ooh, that's bad though. I don't want it to be mangled like that. Oh god, which one? Which RFC do I want? Let's just try these out. 173. Ooh. So I do want the default. I don't want to have this encoding there. Which means I need to URL decode, I think. Yeah, that's better. We don't need to be that safe here. Right. I'm debating whether I want to have these delimiters gone. I don't know though. It would be kind of neat to have these expressions just be targets. I just don't know whether it would be too neat, like too clever of an idea. Hang on. So the kids are waking up, and that means the stream is going to end soon. I don't know, it would be kind of neat to have... Ooh, look at that. This is way broken. So you have to take care of that. Right. It's just that the expressions, they aren't like a path that you want to match. This is why it's not really an expression, a target. I don't know. I think I'm going to do one last round of solitaire while I think about this, and then the stream will end. And then it's day in the life. One last round. This jumps out. And the 2 is not that useful yet. Oh, but we can do this here. Can do this, get this off, get the 6 off, and get this one. Oh, and these also. This is obvious. We kind of have the queen, like in Australia. Although it's a king now, so. We can put the 4 on the 5. Where's the 3? 3's here. But this almost works, I think. So put the queen in the hole, as you do. Put the 6 up, 4 on the 3. This stack on the queen. And then put the queen on the king. But then we kind of can't flip it. It feels like there's still something missing here. Oh. There is something missing here. Don't have a better plan though. So I'm going to do this, this, and this. The queen down. Could trade these, but then we're stuck. I think I made the wrong move. Yeah, we're kind of snug now. Rip. It's a ripperoonie. It is a shame because the start was so nice. Can put this down. 7 over here. 0 goes, 7 on the 8. 1 goes. It's not really the best move. Let's first do this. And flip this. And then we can get either the 21 or the 6. And the 21 won't be relevant until we get 20, so let's do this one first here. Do we want the jack? This is a huge issue that the 7-6 needs to go between the 8-5 up here. Could put the 4 down, 8 here, 8 here. Put the queen on the king. That almost works. Just that if we don't have the 17 open, we can't place the 16. Okay, so again, queen on the king. Put the 8 down, put this 8 here, queen on there. 4 on the 5, 16 up. Then we're stuck. Because we don't have the 5 yet. Yeah, but this is a huge bait because we can't place this for a while. And that's bad. But doing the other way around doesn't really help either. So, what do we do? Could also put this on here. 8 in the hole, 8 here. Queen on the jack. 4 on the 5. King on the queen. 16 on the 17. And that would work, I think. 8, queen. 4. 16. And then we have this, and the 0 goes, and we can put this here. We can trade these as well. Do we want this one first? Or do we want one first? Do we want, we get 2 though. But then a whole bunch of cards would burn. It'll be fine. Because we can then also do this one. Doesn't really help us though. would go. But then that's all there is to it. This king is buried as well. We could get the 15 on the 16 maybe.